Well, guys, welcome back to this channel. Casper here, Monday, and normally I do the shipping, but I did that yesterday, so I will do the uranium stocks in America and in Canada. So yeah, let's see where they are at. But I can say and will say this though, it is I think the key word is as boring as it gets, consolidation. But let's look into it. Nothing goes in a straight line, both up or down, sideways, whatever. So quickly, we'll just go through URNM, 100% pure play ETF. Again, ever since November, December, and now in January, we are just basically going sideways. And we want to see it go sideways into that yellow support, boom, and that start up. That is really what I'm looking for and hoping for will happen. So we still have a few days left here. The uranium U.UN brought physical uranium trust tagging. I want to show you something really important. Didn't have it on for a long time, but basically when the bear market hit, that was the high, huge move down, wave one, and then we're coming back, and that pivot high there is now our, where is it, resistance, and we are actually also breaking this rising wedge here. Again, we're not going to crash, but we know that wedge has broken. We could go down retesting and then just blast higher, but definitely look for it here, what could happen. We have broken it, and we're actually somewhat bear flagging below there. So it is very early to call it, but definitely that wedge has broken. Take it as you will. BSK. Yeah, we're still fighting that blue downtrend there. Connection. You have the formation here, basically. We're just waiting for a break right there. Nothing to do until we get above, clearly above 0.075, really. Yeah, that's really how that looks. CCJ actually breaking above the all-time high in November and now back down again. Not the most ideal stuff short term, but again, I think possibly rotation from the big names that has run really far, U.UN, Cameco, maybe even Kazatomprom has also done really well. Maybe we see a rotation now into the more mid-size and smaller caps. But we're still in the green uptrend here. So again, if you can get a buy here, roughly, if we get down to there, there's nothing wrong with buying a support right there at all. We have a lot of momentum to the upside. All the long-term moving averages is going up. So, I mean, here we have Alaska. We're still waiting for this very long term. It's, what is it? That's 2.5 year long formation that has been formed, and we are just waiting for that break to the upside, hopefully. It has taken a while, but definitely that is a huge squeeze in the making here. You might even want to do like that. That might even be okay to do so. So definitely, hopefully we break to the upside, and the longer we squeeze, the faster and further we will go. So yeah, definitely look for that one. We want to see that double golden band break. Daily here, Denison Mines, we have broken our yellow uptrend. Breakout, retest of the golden, then all the way back almost to the 2021 highs. We didn't make a new high. That's actually all right in my view. So we're breaking down now here again, but we are in a bull flag. So breakdowns are okay as long as we don't make huge move at the open. But we're now in a bull flag. It's totally fine. We have 1, 2, 3 low lows. Sooner a lower low in the making here. Let's see. Hopefully this bull flag plays out and we go higher again. I can say if you get another retest of the golden trend line at roughly 2, a tad below 2, that is a beautiful buy in my view right there. If you can see it right there, if we get there. Encore energy. I wanted to make it like this. There it is. Again, the breakout, the retesting, bullish consolidation, and then we went on. We're still in the yellow uptrend. Fine, fantastic. I think if you can see here also we have an inverted head and shoulders, neckline broken right there, and yeah, unless we can regain it tomorrow or during this week at least, then we actually could go all the way down to the lower side of that yellow uptrend from 5 to 4.2. That is a 15% drop, give or take. We could see if that plays out, that topping pattern there. Long term, I'm insanely bullish. So this doesn't change my plan for Encore at all. I'm just open for this kind of move. FCU, Again, same thing here coming into that, we had the huge move down here initially, 2021, and then we have that returning move, and that's the high, and that's also the high right now. Also in this rising wedge, so hopefully it doesn't break, but I could see it happening. As long as we just go sideways out here, then that's just totally fine. I don't want to see a crash here. If we get down here, a buy down here, depending on when we get there at roughly 0.8, is a stunning good entry. If you get that opportunity in life right there, in my view, very good entry. That's 20% from now. So keep squeezing that blue triangle here. Again, my only concern is you have a huge move down, and then you have that stuff going on right there. I mean, if it plays out, you could see that blue lower get tagged once again. So yeah, it is what it is. We need to break to the upside here really, but we have 1, 2, 3. So if we do go here for a fourth, that's usually when you break. You know this. Precious Metals is trying to do something amazing. It has done for like 2 months now, give or take. We have broken the golden retest, and then we had that squeeze right here. Again, just some long-term stuff. And then we into a bullish pennant, and now we're just fighting the parallel channel from here created. If you copy it, you can see it here and add it on top. You have that perfect alignment, and we are fighting that resistance right now. Also, that high over there. Again, it's really trying to push through. If it push through, my take is that we're going to 1.1 very fast, and yeah, game on from there really. And pullback should be bought if that happens. But it has come a long way, so keep that in mind. FUU, nothing new really. Again, we are just waiting to break out from that upper golden there. We have done the hard work here, neckline. Yeah, you know the pattern. You've seen it so many times. And yeah, we broke that internally, that internal golden, and now we just bullish consolidation, and we're just waiting for a break really. So getting above 0.5, let's call it 0.5, that's really when we go. Global Atomic has recovered quite nicely, a huge V shape here. So maybe we have some sort of this in the making. Looks really, really good. I want to show you that also we have closed the gap, but we are coming into where it all started really. And that's also why you can see here at 2.85, that is resistance right now. Also know this exhaustion triangle right there. So maybe we get that formation right there. To become really bullish, you want to just snap above the red zone and above the long neckline there, the blue one. I do think we need to recharge at lower prices before we can eventually break that. GoviX. Again, we had some big moves here, retested when we started the bull market in 2020, and we're retesting again now, plus that internal golden rail. If we hold here, it is my take that we are finally going to leave all this bad stuff here for GoviX. So we are at 0.15 now. If we break, above the trend line here at roughly 0.18, 19-ish, then that looks really, really good. But yeah, we're still in a downtrend, so we have the confirmation upon these two lines there. ISO. Yep. We have the 3 pivots high here. I think I put them in on the video we did last time, so like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Breakout, bullish pennant, trying to break out as we speak. It looks a bit premature, but anyways, a squeeze is a squeeze nonetheless. If this is the real deal, we're going to visit the triangle high at 5. We are now at almost 4. So ISO here is trying to break out of a very short term, it's not short term, but a 2 months pennant there. So not too bad from ISO. Cap here still looks really, really good. Nothing goes in a straight line. We broke the squeeze there, and huge pole, and we're on a bull flag. I mean, just wait for it to resolve. And if we get a breakdown here into that green, roughly 33, 34, I mean, that we should also see a bounce there, and then we can maybe go higher. So have a plan for both options. If you want to get in, an entry there wouldn't be so bad, really. Laramid, just coiling again. You can see it here. Just a lot of the charts looks exactly like this. So I think when one of them starts to break out up or down, that's probably the direction for every single one of these patterns here. Long-term golden hasn't been broken yet. We're just charging up here, charging, and yeah, hopefully it breaks to the upside. We need to get above 0.75. Then we have all the fun that we need to go all the way to 3, in my view, for Laramid. Supercharged here on the daily, you can see ever since November, for 2 months, we have only, what's the range? Roughly 0.1 is the range that we are fluctuating right now. Bollinger Bands, very tight. I'm excited to see, hopefully it goes up, and then we can all be happy. Well, yeah. LEU, bit of a weird chart, as you know. We had that blue neckline there, very, very skewed, nothing textbook about that. Breakout, and now we just bullish flag here into, oh, excuse me. Oh, stop it. That blue triangle here, huge breakout here, very deep retest, actually. I added a line from that high up there to there, and it was exactly where we rolled over. But again, there's a lot of support here, you know, in this $46, $48 region, a lot of support. We don't want to get below, let's call it 40.5. Really, that would stink big time if we do. Maybe it is a tad lower, but still, you get my drift. We don't want to see that move. But anyways, we have had 8 trading days in a row with red. So we're getting to that point where the lower time frames are insanely oversold. Yep, as you can see here on the 1 hourly, insanely oversold. And you could also make a case for something like this, right? So you're having a smaller time frame squeeze, and we want to see that break right there to the upside. Let's leave it in, even though it's 1 hourly. So yeah, light bridge up 6% today, but the overall chart is very strange for me. Very, very strange. I only had one golden trend line, and I need that to break to really become more bullish and maybe look for an entry. Short term, maybe you have some stuff going on here with that smaller squeeze and then a tiny one there. I don't know, but yeah, definitely that white one is probably good enough. Mega uranium again here, a tad below the highs here of the channel. Not ideal to have this peak above and then come down. So let's see where it ends up. You could argue that it is bullish consolidation. So yeah, for now it's okay. It is okay for mega uranium. I still have very high targets for mega uranium when this thing really gets going. If all the other call charts breaks to the upside, mega obviously will follow. And then in my view, we have a move, you know, the size of the channel here we can add on top. So yeah. But again, it has come a long way for the past 6 months, you know, straight up. And now we are just, you know, fighting the highs here, really. Let's add it in there. That's the line. That's actually very good take here, I might add, if I have to say myself. There it is, you know, breakout, retest, and now we're just having bullish consolidation down towards a major breakout line. That's usually a very, very good sign. Very, very good. Next gen uranium, or next gen energy, excuse me, also long term, it is a fantastic stock. However, I sold 2 weeks ago on the fact that we were trying to break down here. I'm not saying that we're going to crash or anything. I just needed a bit more clearance to where we're going. Obviously, the chart can still be really, really, you know, this could be the bottom right, and then we start to go higher. But definitely a break here. I just thought, let's exit and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't go ballistic and I miss, you know, a lot. Still, it is what it is. It's out there, you know it. I did, you know, buy that late 2020, so I made roughly 300% on it. So that's not too bad. Sky Harbor with, you know, rejection at the golden trend line, boom, boom, and now we're back at where it all started, that squeeze here, and hopefully that is support. We are finding buyers. You can see green here. The volume, not high for now. It's still early for the week. Yeah, nothing more here. UEC, again, a bit of a, still very shortly, we're in the green uptrend. All right, that's fine. However, we are starting to see some lack of momentum here. But still, the trend is very strong. So maybe we just need some sideways action, hopefully. Hopefully this is not a rounding top and we can actually go all the way down to here before we go higher. But again, the long-term stuff, the long-term, I mean, 2 years out, looks really, really good. Really, really good. And it has already come up, you know, from 0.3, 20x, and people are complaining. Okay, fair enough. URG, again, with a big breakout here, again, big deep retest, and now we're still trying to flip that green one into support. We are a tad below now, but looking at the chart here, in my view, long-term macro triangle there broken, and then boom, blast off. So in my view, we are going to see higher prices. It is just a matter of timing. It really is. Yeah, that's all that is. Again, you can see here just going sideways more or less for roughly 4 months for URG. UROY? UROY. We did take out that double parallel bad boy right there. Retest. Again, you can add the highs there to the breakout high and the next high. Beautiful. So that is really the level to look for, or the line to break next time here. But again, we have bullish consolidation above. It should resolve higher. Higher high, hopefully higher low. It's all right. From the bearish point of view, we don't want to get below that line there. If we do, that means that we get back below the golden and the blue, and that would suck. UUU actually breaking a very important blue uptrend line here. There it is. But we're still breaking out here and having bullish sideways action here. But again, stop it. It would be ideal to actually get back above really quickly with the retesting that will probably happen here for UUU. We have this gap here. That was some news. I just can't remember what it is because it looked, the buying signal right here was just perfect. Well, it wasn't perfect since we broke down, but the news there with, I don't know if it was a deal or whatever it was, but that gap there is definitely having some further short-term momentum. Yeah. Sask. It's a long video, but it's okay. One line really. If you get above there, you know, roughly 1.3, very bullish. I mean, that's really how it is. Maybe we need a third wobble there. Yellow cake. Just to keep, it's just blasting higher. 2020, you know, 140, and now we are at 620. So you're talking about a 4x right here. I think that's quite good. Again, notice the pattern there, but still it's just grinding higher and higher right now. But it is getting exhausted. But as long as I mean, the long-term trends are going up. The 50, the 200, the 100 weekly is just, you know, coming up right below, pushing it up. It just needs some time, really. Last but not least, a very bullish chart, ASPI. Inward head and shoulders, breakout, bullish consolidation in towards a double support right here. And actually, depending on how good we are with our lines, how precise, there it is. That's a start. That's not too bad, actually. Again, a bit early. Let's see how the week ends, but that is a breakout right now. No doubt about it. We closed the gap from the open. So yeah, not too bad for ASPI. Again, take it as you may, but this could be the start of something big. If you want to play this, again, not financial advice. If you want to enter here, that would be totally fine, totally justifiable, and your stop should be somewhere around these 3 supports if they give in, you know, so roughly 1.57, 1.55, depending on how much you want to give. Definitely the amount of movement this could do, this is some very insane projections, but again, a setup is a setup. So if you would do this with the risk reward, you know, maybe take profit on the way, that's totally fine, but you are having a 40-to-1 risk reward right here from this pattern. I mean, if you only get this once every, 1 out of 10, you're printing money, really. Still, 1 out of 20, still printing money. But the setup is really strong, so I will give it a lot higher odds than 1 to 20, that is, for sure. Again, take it as you may. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just showing what I think, and it is up to you to do whatever you please. That's it, really. So the name of the game, coiling for the past 2 months, hopefully URNM sideways, and then we go. That is what we want to see. Let's make it happen, hopefully. So I'm tired, really tired, but I love doing these videos. So give a thumbs up if you stayed until the end. Cheers, guys. Bye.